Are you wondering how to write a business case? Well, if that's the case, then you've come to the right place, because by the end of today's video, you will know exactly what to include, why, and most importantly, how to populate it. Now, before I delve into the process, I do just want to quickly mention that I have made an optimized business case template, and that's going to shortly follow, available for instant download. So it will save you the headache of trying to replicate this yourself. You'll be able to get started much faster, and better still, it is available for less than the price of a cup of coffee. And it does also help to support this channel. So if you were to proceed and get that, it will always be appreciated. But with that said and out of the way, let's delve into it. So it's absolutely paramount that we understand what we are creating. So let's define what a business case is. A business case is a detailed justification for a proposed project or investment, outlining its potential benefits, costs, risks, and feasibility. It helps stakeholders understand the rationale and potential outcomes before making a decision to proceed. Now that's very, very important. Now you're probably wondering, when do we create it? Who's it for? And when should it be produced? So let's just quickly touch on that. So a business case is typically produced during the project initiation phase by project managers or analysts. Now it's sent to stakeholders, including executives and decision makers, for review and approval before project implementation begins. So now we know exactly what this is. Let's delve into this optimized template. I've used this on dozens of projects for many years now, and I've kind of refined it further during that time. So here is the business case template. So we start off with a simple table. There's around 5 fields here. Now, if you wanted to create this yourself, the way I've built this section is via a table, and I've just implemented some simple formatting to make it look like this. And we're using a particular font as well, just to keep it uniform. So we've got an area for the project name. Now this field may or may not be required. The project may not have a name at this stage, but if you have one or can propose one, then maybe put that in there. Be relatively descriptive as well, maybe to include the type of implementation, product or service being delivered and to whom. That's also very, very useful. Now we've got some areas to just pretty much give us a kind of an audit trail of what's going on with this document. So who is it being submitted to? Who is it being submitted by? So that could be yourself as the project manager or analyst. The date of submission, and who is it going to? So to the attention of, and you can just populate this as you need to. Now at the top, and I've separated this out, we've got an executive summary. So what you can how to imagine this area here is that it just kind of rolls up all of the information that follows underneath, and it gives anyone who's opening this up, so perhaps this is a senior stakeholder, instant visibility into the business case. So it just saves them time. So it's really worthwhile having this right at the top. So you can give a high level overview of the full document here. So you can include things like the purpose, scope, benefits, and overall recommendation too. So what I'm actually now going to do is I'm going to give you an example project to run through in unison with these different fields, so you get an idea as to what to populate into them. So as an example, for this project, the example project is, we are implementing a new customer relationship management system, so CRM, to help streamline our sales processes and improve customer satisfaction. So in the context of the executive summary, you could pretty much just kind of summarize what I've just said there. That's what you could put in there. Okay. So now on to the project details. And one other little thing about this template that I've done, these are created via shapes. So I clicked insert shape and I did a rectangle, and then I added some text into them. And I've also put some formatting on as well in terms of the shape format. And I've also split out, we've got the executive summary at the top. That is, I believe, in terms of the design, or if I click home, this is a H2, and all of these underneath are H3. I actually created one of these and then did a Control-C, Control-V to create them all, and then just updated these for your reference. So now on to the core different project elements to capture, or information elements to capture, and how you can, what to include in each one. So we've got the reason for the project. So kind of as the name suggests, you want to pretty much explain the necessity of it, and why you kind of think it's important, outlining current challenges or opportunities driving the need for this change. So in the example of our CRM, We could say something like the current manual sales tracking process is inefficient and prone to errors, leading to missed opportunities and customer satisfaction. So we need a new CRM as an example. Next, we have project scope. So here we are all about defining our boundaries and objectives of the project, specifying what we will focus on and what won't be included too. So here we can put the deliverables in, but we want to also explain what this project is not all about. So in the context of our CRM software, we may or may not be providing user training and integrating the system within existing databases, but there may not be any kind of hardware upgrades that go along with this CRM. So we could put that within the scope, outside of the scope, depending on what this project is all about. So next we have the benefits of the project. It's kind of self-explanatory really, but while what do we hope to achieve? What are the anticipated improvements or advantages that the project will bring to the organisation at large? Not just our team, but to the organisation. So in the context of our CRM, we're hoping to increase our sales efficiency, improve data accuracy, and enhance customer service. So this should all lead to higher revenue and customer retention. So next we have the alternatives or other options of the project. So as the name suggests, these are basically, if we don't do this project, what else can we do? So we also maybe want to touch upon why our chosen approach is preferred here. So in the context of our CRM, we could consider alternatives such as a custom software development or even continuing with the manual processes. Next, we have the anticipated project costs. Anticipated because we don't know the full cost at this stage, so it is an estimated financial investment required for the project. It should also include initial implementation costs and ongoing maintenance expenses as well. So in the context of our CRM, the estimated costs include software licensing fees, consultant fees for implementation and support, and ongoing maintenance expenses. And you can actually put an exact figure in here. So as an example, $150,000 or £150,000 or the currency wherever you currently are. Next, we have project risks and limitations. So essentially here are any obstacles or challenges that could impact product success and propose mitigation strategies as well. So in the example of our CRM, it could be adoption challenges, it could be data migration issues, it could be system integration complexities, it could be training issues. You get the idea here. Next, we have the project approach. So this is all about the methodology or approach that we use to execute the project, including key activities and milestones. So in the context of our CRM project, the project will follow an agile approach, while iterative development cycles and frequent stakeholder feedback will be conducted to ensure alignment with business needs and priorities. Next, we have the resource requirements. So this could be personnel, it could be equipment, it could be technology. So an example of this would be IT infrastructure upgrades in the context of our CRM, or it could be dedicated staff that are required for the training and support. Project impact. In this field, we are looking for the evaluation of the project's effects on stakeholders and operations and the business at large. So in the context of our CRM implementation, while it should streamline sales process and improve data visibility, we should see an enhanced collaboration between sales and customer service teams, resulting in increased productivity and customer satisfaction. Next, we have the schedule. So this is all about outlining the project timeline, including key milestones and deadlines for completion. So in an example of the CRM project, we expect that it will span for 6 months with phases for requirements gathering, software implementation, user training, and system testing. So you could do something like that. Next, we have measurement criteria, and this is all about defining the metrics that we're going to use to evaluate the success of the project and measuring its impact. So again, back to our CRM example, success metrics include sales, productivity improvements, customer satisfaction ratings, and return on investment from the increased revenue. So we'd specify that all in here. Nearly there. So next we have assessment. Here we are evaluating the costs of not undertaking the project and assessing its feasibility and alignment with organisational goals. Back to our CRM project. Without implementing the CRM system, this is the kind of thing we could put in here, the company risks falling behind competitors, experiencing inefficiencies in sales operation, and losing valuable customer data. And lastly, we have the final recommendation. So here we want to summarise the key findings and make a recommendation to whether for whether we should proceed with the project or not. So back to our CRM project. Based on the analysis, it is recommended to proceed with the CRM implementation project to realise the anticipated benefits and address current business challenges effectively. So that's how to write a business case. I hope this video is useful. I hope this template is useful. As I say, you can pick this up in the description below, or you can create it yourself. Maybe pause this video at certain points to do so, but it will take a little bit of time. Any questions, feedback, or comments, drop them down below. With all that said, best of luck with your business case, and I hope you have an excellent day.